You open your phone because you were bored for 1 second, and then 40 minutes pass. You didn't decide to spend 40 minutes there. You didn't plan to. You just ended up there. And when you put the phone down, you feel a little worse than when you picked it up. Slightly drained, slightly restless, but not sure why. Like you ate something that filled you up but didn't nourish you at all. That feeling is not an accident. Because today we're talking about algorithms, what they actually are, what they're actually doing to you, and why it's so much harder to resist them. So let's start with what an algorithm actually is, because the word gets thrown around a lot without anyone really explaining it. An algorithm is just a set of instructions. That's it. It's a list of rules that a computer follows to make a decision. The algorithm on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, it's a system that is constantly asking one question. What does this specific person need to see next in order to keep watching? And it answers that question millions of seconds for millions of people, based on everything you've ever clicked, paused on, rewatched, scrolled past, or ignored. It is extraordinarily precise at its work. And it has only one goal: not to entertain you, not to inform you, not to make your life better. But its goal is to keep your attention on the screen for as long as possible. Because your attention is what these platforms sell to advertisers. So be informed that you are not the customer, you are the product. You might think, well, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I know what I like. I can tell when I'm being manipulated. Well, that's probably true in most areas of your life. But the algorithm isn't targeting your rational, self-aware mind. It's going somewhere much older and much faster than that. There's a part of your brain called the limbic system. It's the emotional core, the part that responds before you even have time to think. Basically, it's the part that notices something unexpected and makes your eyes snap toward it. It's the part that responds to faces showing strong emotion, to conflict, to things that feel urgent or unresolved. This system evolved over millions of years to keep you alive, to make you pay attention to threats, to interesting things, to other people's emotional states. It's not slow and deliberate. It is instant and automatic. The algorithm has been trained on billions of human responses, and what it has learned, essentially, is how to press that button. It knows that your rational mind might be done with the phone, but your limbic system will light up for one more surprising thing, one more unresolved question, one more face showing something intense. Over and over again, it shows you the things you find interesting. Not because it understands you, but because it has found the pattern that keeps you watching. Let's see through the wider view. Most of us believe that we are making choices. We believe our preferences are ours, that our interests are ours, that the things we find ourselves drawn to reflect something true about who we are. But when an algorithm is shaping what you see every day, deciding what ideas reach you, what emotions you feel, what kind of world seems normal to you, your sense of what you want starts to blur with what you've been conditioned to want. You think you're choosing, but the menu was designed for you. And the most powerful thing about a designed menu is that you never see the things that weren't put on it. Think of your attention as a garden. Left to itself, it grows according to your genuine curiosity. The things you're actually drawn to, the questions you actually have, the interests that are actually yours. But an algorithm is like a corporation that moves into your garden and starts deciding what grows there. It plants things that look like what you like, but they grow fast and crowd out everything else. Over time, the garden starts to look like their design, not yours. And you barely noticed a shift because it happened gradually, one recommendation at a time. The problem is not that any single piece of content is terrible. Most of it is fine. The problem is that the cumulative effect of having your attention shaped every day by a system that is optimized for engagement, not for your growth. So, what can you actually do? I want to be honest here. There is no trick that defeats the algorithm. You can't outsmart it. It is too fast and too precise for a willpower-based approach to work reliably. Telling yourself, "I'll just use it less," is roughly as effective as telling yourself you'll eat less when you're surrounded by food engineered by the best food scientists in the world to make you want more. What actually works is something simpler. It's changing the environment before your brain enters the situation. That means one thing specifically. Make the default harder. Delete the apps from your home screen so opening them requires an extra step. Put your phone in another room when you sit down to do something that matters. Set your screen to grayscale. It sounds strange, but color is part of what makes the interface compelling, and removing it genuinely reduces the pull. None of these things stop you from using the apps if you want to, but they break the automatic, unthinking path. And that one extra second of friction is often enough for your rational mind to catch up. That's the whole move. Not discipline, not willpower. Just enough friction to let you be a person making a choice, instead of a thumb following a pattern. That restlessness you feel when you put the phone down, that sense of time disappearing without you deciding to give it, that's not weakness, and it's not a character flaw. It's a completely rational response to a system that was built by thousands of engineers whose entire job was to make you feel exactly that pull. You notice it is not nothing. It means the part of you that actually chooses things is still there. What kind of life do you want to give your attention to? There's a free resource linked in the description that can help you start mapping that out. It takes less than 10 minutes and it's worth it. See you in the next one.